Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jason, and please subscribe to us if you haven't subscribed. Support us a bit, and the more subscription we have, the more videos we will churn out videos like this. And today I would like to introduce to you guys a technique by how we use breakout, retest, and wait for a signal. It's a very simple H1, H4 flip around for signals, or to flip around multi-time frame for us to look for the things that we want. The first thing that we always look for in terms of this particular technique is a breakout. So what do we actually want before we even go down to breakout? What we are looking for the market structure first. We want to we want to break out from a market structure. So in terms of currency or any market that able to kind of like graph up with or mark with candlestick lines, bar chart, whatever is it, it always bind by a certain pattern somehow, not too sure why, been there for years, been there as repetition, maybe psychology, maybe it's just how it move. It always move in terms of these two structure. Either it consolidate first, it do a breakout. This is the breakout that I talked about just now. See, it's a breakout, a retest, and wait for a signal. It's the same. A breakout, consolidate, breakout, retest, wait for a signal here, sell. So does this. Come down. See, once the it form a low, a lower low, a high, lower high, and yeah, did it do a breakout from my support? Yeah, it did a breakout from my support. Retest with full signal, sell. It's a very simple ideology or a very simple technique that able to churn good returns. When I say good returns, it means that one pair allows about 18 rewards back, 21 rewards back in a pair for a month. Do you like that if you were to take all 28 pairs, 100 over returns? It's up to you how you want to gauge on this thing and what's your money management like. Before you go and press, please try it out first. Don't go and risk real money. Backtest it. See what I'm talking about. Don't understand, see this video until you totally understand about it. So come back to market structure. Either market do this consolidate breakout retest fall, or market goes lower, high, lower high, and break the support and retest. So does this market goes sideways, break, retest, goes, yeah, so does this. So either it's more or less like a trend. This is a trend. This is a breakout from ranging. This is what we look for. It's a very simple idea. So when it comes to real life or real charting, this is a perfect scenario, I would say. When it comes to real charting, it looks like this. It won't be perfect all the time. It looks similar. We gotta be very pandai and catch that structuring. Don't force the structure. Just go with it. Go with the flow. You force the structure, that's where all the nightmare starts. See, from here we know very well that price been falling, price goes sideways. This particular structure, price been coming down all the way, and then it goes sideways. And what do we want to do next? Since it's sideways, what we can do is we start marking the resistance. This my resistance and this my support. So I would love to always move my resistance or support to the highest point that the price actually move, excluding the week. I don't draft exactly. You can put it on the week if you want. Usually I don't do that. Just habit. It's the same. So a breakout, it's a very clean breakout, you can see. So what we wanted is to see, is there a breakout or not? Say currently, if I were to put here and this never happened, if there's a small little breakout, let's say talk about this a bit. Let's talk about this a bit. No right, no wrong here. It does did a breakout here if we put our resistance around here. Unfortunately, after breakout, it never go. So what we wanted is a price to go and comes back in. So that price would actually do this. Then, get out from the price, comes back in again and go out again. This is what we actually wanted, out. If it's just a small little still break like that and the price never continue to go back up or to come back down, forget about it. This is not a breakout, this is just a test, a spike. Even though if I were to put it right above here at the wick, it never actually break. So that's where the art of this marking comes in a bit. This is experience. So let's place it slightly above there and let's move it. Oh, see, this is what I talk about a breakout. There's this structure similar to this structure that I talk about. Yeah, dum dum dum, and break. It broke. We are here currently. So if it break, what we're waiting for, the price goes back up. If it goes back up, then not necessary that we press sell immediately after it goes back up. No, that's a really bad idea. We still wait. What do we wait? Wait for the price goes back up again. All right, price goes back up. Is it within our zone of selling? Are we ready to sell? Yes, we are ready to sell, but not to sell yet. We're just getting ready. It's a 1 hour chart. Stay with it for a while. See what's going on in the chart. So what we are looking for? Rejection. Massive rejection. The price just rejected this area for 3 hours. But is it truly that it rejected? Not really yet. It's still rejecting. Yes, it's rejecting. But can you try? No harm done trying, but I would actually wait for more. What do I wait for is actually, yeah, that actually. So if I reverse a bit, show you. If we were to take here, we look at slightly on the higher time frame. What we can do is we wait a bit longer. See, a 3 hour compared with 4 hour, a 4 hour close is much better than the 1 hour close now. So if you want to sell something, it's a flip. This is where you gotta flip, sometimes 4 hours, sometimes 1 hour. See where you want to wait for the signal. If we were to wait for the signal in 1 hour, we want something very obvious. If we were to wait for 4 hours get more rejection, more sellers there, more sense of sellers. See, what we wanted to do is, we know that there's a lot of buyer here. The buyer been pushing and pushing, and you can see very well that it did this, can you did this. So can the price actually comes back down here and goes back up again? Yeah, there's a possibility of that, but that's on the smaller time frame gameplay. What we wanted is to follow through this particular breakout retest. That's what we wanted to do, but this is the smaller time frame that the price been pushing back up. Bear in mind, buyers still in control. So if buyers still in control, we don't want to sell when there's too much buyer. How do we know? It's actually, let's go 1 hour. See, this is a much more powerful bar. Let's use ATR to calculate. It's easier. If we were to use a ATR one, I like to use this rather than just measure. See, this particular bar of rejection in 1 hour, think about that. 1 hour, it's still a rejection bar. It's only 10.2 pips. 1 hour reject 10.2. There's a 10.2 pips of movement there only. You call that a rejection. The rejection must be massive. You're talking about a cycle of the whole price. Wow, just break out massively, and we want to take something based on 10. Doesn't make sense. Now look at the difference of this pin. It's 23.7. Let's see, how do I know it's 23.7? See here, here, over here. If you are using TradingView, that's why I like it. If you are using MT4, go ahead. It's the same thing. So compare with the 10 and the 23, who got more seller in control within that hour? Think about that. So if seller got more control within this hour, is it a good sell signal? It is. If we were to take this first, it kind of create a bit haywire for us. I usually won't take a bar or a push that is like just 10 pips. Minimum 20 pips, minimum. At least it goes, fulfill the 20 pips, come back and reject at least, and then it looks more like a pin bar compared with these two. I only use pin bar. It could be any rejection, but I like pin bar. I like a pushing bar this way, a pin. So this got longer hairline compared with this. Whoever that take this, yeah, just got wiped out 1R. Not very, just it's probability at the end of the day, so don't worry, just 1R down. We are focusing on 3R, remember? So the whole idea is for me, for the system to work, 1 to 3 is a must. Let me share with you why later. I'll show you. Okay, so once this done, if it's not 1 to 3, you just trade all the way to the support or resistance that it's the nearest one. Also can. It's very much up to you guys how you want to do it. You can hold, you don't hold, also can. Okay, back to this. How can we enter? Can we enter now? Yeah, but before we enter, pandai sikit lah. Mark the lowest point of the support here. Is this support breach? No. Can this potentially become a new consolidation area? Yeah, it can. It can be. If this broke, maybe we can find another selling idea here. But now we just want to sell because it just breakout is following the structure of this. Right? So a break comes back up, a rejection, and hopefully that it goes down. There's no 100% gameplay here. There's no way. Well, pandai sikit loh. Alright, back to here. Let's do a sell here. Okay, so if from entry is 17, smart a bit, maybe put about 25. Don't ever just put just right above 17 pips for market to move. It's easily hit. At least put 25. Yeah, 25 is just nice. So 25 versus for now we just put until here only. Maybe around here, something tested before. If all you want, you can actually put 1 to 3, my favorite ratio. But once the price comes here, I would actually monitor, see what I want to do. Alright, let the price move. See how does it move. We have enter 1 to 3. Okay, price move, price move, price move, price move. See, when the price reach here, you can actually decide, hey, it goes back up. What should I do? See, over here, you can do two things. One, you hold. Just hold until it hit your 3R. But since that it start to reject this area, we can actually either BE your position or just leave it. Hit SL, hit SL. Because we work with ratio. Either I give the market 1R or take from the market 3R. So it's up to us. If you want the instance of that, go ahead and do that. If you want to protect your capital or whatever you want to do, or just because of fear, or, yeah, it's almost there already. My suggestion is this. If we want to BE a certain position, if we want to BE, it's best if we take the profit here. Or else, just leave it, let it run. Let the whole cycle of risk to reward ratio work it out for you. It's a probability business at the end of the day. We win some, we lose some. We win some, we lose some. At the end of the day, make sure that the whole system makes more money than it take from us. That's the whole idea, right? So let's continue and see how it goes. If it wipe out my SL, then too bad lah. If it didn't wipe out my SL, it give me, then good for me. This is something interesting is happening here. Those that actually missed out the first entry here, they actually give us another chance soon. So we have to look at this. This is, how come I say there's another chance? Do you know that rejection happens again? It's the same rejection, but those that BE gonna BE already. Yeah, you're gonna BE already. Once it reject back down, you can actually do a push up, a push down is actually a pin bar in 2 hours. Alright, if you want to see how does 2 hours looks like, hopefully we can see 2 hours. Yeah. See? In 2 hours this is a pin bar. So in 1 hour you just need to combo these two together only. So what happened is this is a rejection as well. Those that missed that trade out, you can kind of like don't trade this. Those that still holding on to the trades, just still hold on, no? 25, just good enough. Just right above. Okay, this fella. And let's do 75. 25 versus 75. Okay, to set up. All right, let's and oh yeah, I'm gonna get a lot nightmare here. What I can do is, if you guys don't want to be in front of the computer or the chart waiting for that particular price to happen, see, once we set a line here already, you can actually alert, click on alert. Oh, sorry, this is replay mode, so I can't really do it. You can actually click on alert and then create an alert. Once the price goes all the way there, it will just ping to your handphone email and ask you, hey, go have a look at the chart. The price is there already. So now what you're going to do is just wait for rejection there. If no rejection, move on. If there's rejection, then yeah, good, take the position. All right. So rather than just sit in front of the computer whole day wasting your time, set alert. Be smart a bit, just set alert. It save up a lot of your time. Oh, done. 3R. So pocket ready lor. So yeah, the beauty of this thing is, did it create a new low, the new whole structure again. So what happened is the price, just bear with me a bit, did it create a new high for you, meaning that if you look here, this a new range, the range like that, and break. See, the first range is that break. Just draw it up for you like that. It moves this way and break, then it goes back. Correct? Okay. Now, so does this. It's very similar thing. Goes up, goes down, goes up, and break. So am I expecting something here to goes in here? Could be rejecting here, could be rejecting here, could be rejecting here. Don't know where on earth or where the hell they're gonna reject one. There's no way for us to find out. It's just probability. We just gotta wait for the rejection to happen, and we just want to sell down. That's it. It could be here, it could be here, it could be anywhere here. So when's the invalidation that we stop selling? We stop looking for a sell if the rejection doesn't happen. If the price breaks all the way up here, all right, break this, we stop selling already. Pandai sikit lah. All right, unless it break here and then it start have some rejection here, yeah, you still can consider a sell in terms of this whole, meaning the price move in this zone now. So rather than compartmentalize these two zones in terms of consolidation or ranging price, it's moved in a bigger zone only. That's the only difference. Once it break here, yeah, forget about it, game over. It's a much higher time frame, bigger time frame setup. So we are looking at just H1. You can go for H4, it's the same thing. You can go for M30, it's the same thing. You can go for day, it's the same thing. 15 minutes is the same thing. 5 minutes not recommendable. 5 minutes more noise. 15 minutes still manageable. Just that you gotta remember, higher time frame have more accuracy, lower time frame got less accuracy. That's the only difference. All right. Okay. If you want to have a look further on this structure, okay, since we have made good 3 or 1 to 3 here, either one. If you are holding this, you most probably won't be entering this. If you don't hold this, most probably you'll be entering this. And let's have a look if this allows us to have any more setups. Okay, when the price comes back here, it don't have any rejection. See, like I mentioned, this particular ATR is this pin is only 9.8. Fuck it, I would say, just it's really bad, right? This, yeah, that's a small little rejection here. Can you take this? Yeah, it's 21.7. Is that a good rejection? Yes, in terms of pin, this is very good. But in terms of area, it's really What the fuck is this area? Think about it. You're talking about it's not even rejecting here. It's not even rejecting this new area. It's like in the what no trade zone. See, where, what is it rejecting? This is the key point. Not every pin bar can take on. If we were to take every pin bar, yeah, get more nightmare, then you lose more money if you take every pin bar. So this is a very nice rejection. Yes. Unfortunately, what is it rejecting? Think about it. Nothing. It's not rejecting anything. It's just rejecting a small little compression area here that belongs to a lower, smaller time frame only. That's the only difference. Can I take? Yeah, I'm focusing on 1 hour and above. So usually I don't take. I want it to reject around this area. I don't want it to reject here. This is like the no trade zone. Forget about me zone. Those people who take this can. Just that the risk is higher. Whether they make it or not, really don't know. It's you take it. It's either 1 or 3. Choose one. That's the only probability at the end of the day. But in terms of setup, I would wait for areas. I won't really just gung ho go and take this area. All right, let's go some more. Yeah. No. There. Whoa. You take this, I buy one ala. But no risk. Can you take this? Yes, you can take this. Yes, you can take this. No problem on this. All right. But bear in mind, this is my lowest after breakout point. Okay, like I mentioned, if it's kind of like break this area for now, I won't trade anymore. Okay, let's continue a bit. Let's see. Is it a good risk to reward ratio? Wow, 35. A bit higher, maybe 40 versus. For now, I just put 80 lah, 1 to 2 lah. If I put 1 to 3, yeah, you can put 1 to 3, but you got to break this filler for it to go down, remember? Hey, let's move it. Jam, jam, jam. Is it able to go there? Is there any breaking? If it doesn't break, you gotta get the hell out of the market. Yeah, forget about it. So my advice here is if you ever see such a momentum after it stay for 2 times, pandai sikit lah, and take the profit. If you want to fight further, be this fella. See, this is the difference. It's not that I'm trading this. No, I won't be trading this because I want a rejection. I want to get out. I want something that reject. But in the form of, is this a movement bar in 1 hour? Think about it. 1 hour, the price move 21 as well. So if it move, if have such heavy movement, is there a possibility that it might goes back up? Yeah, it might goes back up. So those that if you want to fight one, for example, if you truly want to fight and don't mind losing 1 R1, go ahead. It's slightly higher risk already. But we will never know what's the true answer behind it. So yeah, just now the setting was 400 versus 1002, so it's about 40 versus 120 pips, 1 to 3. Okay. Yeah, bit lagging here. Okay, that's good. Okay. All right, still 1 to 3. Whether the price actually make it or not, let's, since this is a setup, I'm going for 1 3. Let's leave it up to see whether the system allows or not. If it allows, or if it doesn't allow, then too bad for me. Yeah, didn't break. Price start pushing back up. Yep. Okay, so price didn't break. It just sit and kind of like do a double bottom here. So this have turned more towards a bigger range already. The price have turned into a ranging. So what we wanted to do, same thing. We wait for either price goes back down here, break, or break here. It's that simple only. If it's still continue, most probably will wipe out my SL here. Let's see if it comes back down, then good for me. Let's have a look. Yeah, kind of. All right. Yep, it did wipe out my SL. No worries. If you were to be, like I mentioned, it's up to you guys how you want to work on this. But for the system to work, it's kind of like focus on it. 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. If it's 40 versus 120, it's not your appetite, forget about it. Don't trade, don't take this as setup. All right. It's subjective. It's nothing. There's no 100% towards how this thing move. It's whatever the market structure give. We analyze it and we break it down and we study it and we try to work out something from it. We gotta always recognize what is the market doing. What is the market doing? If it doesn't break, meaning that it's not a breakout trade anymore. It's a ranging. The market is ranging, like I mentioned. It start to range. Can you see? Market start to range. The first breakout happens. It goes back up. It allows me to take this entry. It did give me, unfortunately, it decided to reject this particular support. It could be some key support, some strong support in the past, or buyer just deemed that this area is cheap, so they start to come back in. Institutional trader, hedge fund trader, whatever you want to call this, the price just want to go back up. That's all. And yep, does it matter? It doesn't matter. Even though I get wiped out 1R here, I still make 6R here or 3R here. 3 minus 1, I still pocket very good 2R in my pocket. That's how it works. Right? And yep, just show you the results rather than just talk only. This is how market structure works. If you notice, if you want to continue trading this, either you wait for the price to break here, or wait for the price to comes back down here and break here. It's either one side only. Whether how where you want to go, I really don't know. And so if it's come back down here, unless it create a very massive nice rejection here, for example, a very nice pin bar being formed, it goes back up, comes back down, rejected this area, yeah, there's a possibility that I would trade this as well, because it's still a breakout. Depending on this, whether this area is being broken or not. If this area is being broken, then most probably I won't be trading anymore. Yeah. So but that if I were to continue, just want to share with you, because I try to keep this video short, not too long, or else your attention span was moving on to cry. Always remember, it's a probability trading. It's a probability business. We win, we lose, we win, we lose. Long run, make sure we win. We will lose. Trust me, we will lose. There's no 100%. There's no holy grail saying that the system will 100% win every setup. No way. It's a multiple setup combo together, and we see how the probability work out. That's the holy grail, not the setup as the holy grail, but the whole system as the holy grail. All right, just share with you for the how does this system works. You see, this is my result for December 2020. The whole month. You see, I have 7 winning setup with 3R. I got 3 losing with 1R. I'll still gain about 18R. So if I were to move on to GJ, just randomly pick. December 2020, just 1 month, I got about 8 winning setup and 3 losing setup. The winning setup, I times by 3, I get 24, and minus 3 losing setup, I get 21. So in terms of pips, I get 846. If you want to calculate pips, I usually go for R's. So if 21R plus my 18R, how much you get, Eddie? Think about it. Don't trust me? Alright, I'll go further. GA, for example, how many I gained during my December 1st? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is practically winning streak. So nice, but think about it. 1 month, I only get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 setup in a month. And you got to be very patient for that. 7 setup in a month, but it's meant for multiple pack. You don't get daily. Daily, you don't get trading. See, I don't get a trade here because even though it broke out, there's nothing come back and retrace until here. So I can take this if I want, but it was the other way around. I was following the other setup. All right. So is this good returns? Yeah. Just now I was talking about USD Canadian. Yep. See, I still get good setups here. One winning, two winning, three winning, lost this winning. Remember, I just now lost. I was taking this, but not taking this. Yeah, this I made it again. So 1 month I get only 5 trades, 4 winning trades, 1 losing trades. So 4 times 3, 12, and minus 1, 11. This give me 11. If I were to follow through euro, yen, may have been ranging like crazy, so nothing much. Aussie yen, yeah, so win lose, win lose, win lose. All right, yeah, good ratio as well here. Yeah, let's continue. If you want me to continue, yeah, this is the results that it's able to churn out. Think about it: 21R, 17R, 11R. How much in terms of 1R you want to risk? When I talk about R, just a bit of small little lesson here. What does it mean by R? If your 1R or your risk in terms of, it's actually RRR, risk to reward, means ratio. It's a very common term that uh, traders love to use. It's RR, or some traders will put RRR. So whichever you want to talk. If my risk of one risk is equivalent to $100, my reward back is actually $300. Correct? It's up to you. If this is 1,000, then you get back 3,000. If this is 10, you get back 30. So depending how much risk you want to put into the system only. And this is one risk, three reward, one risk, three reward. Right? Let's say this is 100 every risk. Since why I say 100, depending on appetite, since this system only have such a little trade within a month, we are not talking about few hundred trades in a month. That's more towards a day trading. It's a swing trading, and 7 trades, 11 trades, good enough. If you talk about if I lose all 7 trades or all 11 trades, it's about $1,000 that I'm willing to lose in the market if I'm able to lose all 10 within a month, which is, please come find me if we manage to do that following this setup, this system. It's going to be very interesting. I would love to talk to you. Okay. $100, 300 back. I get 18R for pound dollar. Do you know that all I need to do is times by $100? It's equivalent to $1,800 in a month, or 20 trading days. Do you like that? This is just for GU, Okay, if GU you're making 1,008 a month, is it good? No, I don't know. All right, depending on appetite. 21, $100, 2001 plus 1,008. How much? Think about that. That's more. It's meant for every pair. If you want to go do on like Zimbabwe rand, Turkish lira, or Swedish krone, go ahead. It allows, because we are looking for setup only. We are looking for a structure. Always remember, the first structure that we want to see is, just remember, a breakout, retest, or retrace and signal comes in. This is what we want. But we always follow back to this market structure. Nothing more than that. We are following this only. Either this or this, this or this. Just now I show you this. If you want me to show you this next video, I try to do another video that is this, but it's very similar. You understand this concept, you understand this concept. It's the breakout that we want and the retest, the retrace. But not necessarily. A lot of people will actually go in here, and a lot of my friends, crazy enough, they would actually start layering here. It's very risky. If it doesn't work, they do a cutoff here. What for? To me, it's like not necessary. Why involve so much risk here? If we were to start kind of like layering or averaging down our pricing here for it to goes back down in here. If it doesn't happen, it decided to break here and continue goes back up. That's where all my stakes here buy what. Why not I just wait for rejection somewhere here? If it doesn't come to rejection, okay, good enough. Next, it doesn't work. That's all. Alright, thank you very much. If you like this video, subscribe to us. And if you have any question that you want to ask, just join our Telegram. Ask there. We have a free Telegram group. Go ahead and ask. Remember, this is a breakout, retest, and wait for a signal type of structuring. We follow a certain market structure and we wait for a breakout. It's a very simple idea, simple technique, proven that good reward can be made. And thank you very much, and I'll see you again on the next video. Take care, and my name is Jason from Med School. Hopefully I'll see you again. Bye.